All right, my son of Christ. I'm going to breathe for just a couple of minutes here. Brothers and sisters, get into the room. Yeah, let it breathe. Second here. As you get as the brothers and sisters come into the class, man, hit the like button, share, comment. Leave a comment. Let us know your name, where you're checking in from. Let's say definitely share the class. This is the Wednesday law class. Very important class, imperative to the building of our nation, building of the 12 tribes of Israel. In a sense, building up of the true chosen people of God, according to biblical scriptures, prophecy, curses. In a sense, true chosen people of God. I'm preaching over 5,000, Shalai Yala, representing the Israelite School UPK. As of right now, holding it down for preaching office of 1,000. Paratazah be with us soon. In the meantime, give the Lord a hand, all right? Right. Give the Most High God a hand. He deserves a hand clap. He deserves our loyalty, our trust, our faith. He deserves all of that. We here at the UPK, we thrive and strive to do that, to do just that, in a sense. So once again, it's the law class. We're gonna go into the law. Hold it down real quick for Opus Paratazai. He'll be with us shortly. Now, if you look at the title of the class, Israelites, God's people. This is the love of God. Now, a lot of people out there get the word love confused. They think it's some soft, mushy, moist angels with pampers on shooting arrows and all of that kind of garbage, in a sense. But the love of God is hardcore, in a sense. The love of God is truth. It's direct. It doesn't bend nor break. It's not to be confused, anything of the such. And it's conditional. So don't let anybody fool you with that unconditional love. There's conditions to this love. There's things you have to do. You understand what I'm saying? There's things that you have to do, and there's things that you should not do, and you are prohibited from doing it. You understand? But we have to go over the love of God and what is that. You understand? The love of God is keeping His commandments as per the scriptures. If we claim to love God, then we have to be obedient to the Most High God. Right. And being obedient to the Most High God is following the rules of His house. You understand? Just like any other father, he has rules to the house. He gives you chores, and they are to be completed, or you just suffer the consequences. It's simple as that. You understand? This is not something that's majestic, mysterious. This is not something that's confusing, hard to figure out. The Most High God has rules to His house. We are to obey His rules. We are to follow His curfews. We are to follow His orders. You understand? We are to complete our chores. We are to respect His home, clean His home, and so forth and so on. You understand what I'm saying? Right. This is our duty as children, is to be obedient children to the Most High God. That's how you show love. How do you love your parents? How do you love your or your guardian or your grandmother, whoever it is you may have been raised under? How do you show you love them? By being obedient to them. How do you respect and love your kids, or they show respect and love to you? By them being obedient to the rules that you tell them. When you tell them to clean up the room, clean up the kitchen, clean up the bathroom, clean up after yourself, be in my house at a certain time. You understand what I'm saying? Don't bring that into my house. Don't bring this to my house. So forth and so on. To follow your rules, your children are showing they respect you and they love you and they honor you. You understand? The same thing applies for us when it comes to loving the Most High God. We can sit and say, God knows my heart. God knows what you do. You understand? And you do exactly what your heart pushes you to do. Be greedy, be lustful. You understand? Be hateful, be a liar. Not saying that the people, the brothers and sisters watching the class, in the class, are that. What I'm saying is, at one point in time, we may have walked in that road, and I'm sure we all know people in our lives that are walking down that road. You understand? Now, when I say these things, we can care less about the oppressor. I'm not speaking to or trying to raise up or teach the oppressor. You understand? That's not the point here. But these characteristics I'm talking about of the lying, stealing, cheating, and all of that, and not being obedient to Most High God, these are characteristics that are obtained by being close to the oppressor, by taking on the oppressor's ways. The oppressor hates the Most High God. Right. He thinks he's God. How do we know that? He painted himself as Christ. Right. He painted all the disciples, all the prophets. He painted their faces white. Painted them, they gave them a European look. Right. You understand? He thinks they're God. You understand? And he wants to put himself in a position where the chosen people of God, the so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, praise him. Right. You understand? You can just tell by the disgusting holiday that's going on right now. You understand? But let's talk about the love of God. You understand? And what is it? What does that mean? Let's see what the Most High God has to say about it. Brother, tell them when you out real quick. We're going to stick to the scriptures. Once again, this police officer, Shalayala, I'm filling in briefly for Officer Paratazai. I'll be with us soon. In the meantime, follow along with the scriptures. You got any questions or comments regarding the law, please leave a comment. We'll try to get to it the best way we can. You understand? Follow along, like, share, comment, and let's get busy. Let's represent and serve the Most High God. Tell them where you at, brother.
Come on, Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 2. Keep my commandments.
Hey, I'm sorry. You know what? Start at verse 1. Let's do it like that. Let's start at verse 1 real quick.
Proverbs chapter 7 verse 1. My son, keep my words.
What does that mean, to keep my words? Hear what I say. Take heed to what I say. You understand? Don't forget this. Keep my words. Possess my words. You understand what I'm saying? Cling on to my words. Keep this. Hold on to this. Go ahead.
And lay up my commandments with thee.
What does that mean, to lay up the commandments with thee? Let it saturate in your soul. Let it brand your heart and your mind. You understand? Let it be a part of your everyday life. You understand? Let memorize these laws. Memorize and practice and display the characteristics that show when you are serving the Most High God, being obedient to the Most High God. You understand? Because actions speak louder than words.
Right.
So hear my words, not only hear my words, but lay up these commandments. Act these things out. Let it be embedded into your spirit, into your soul. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 2. Keep my commandments and live.
Keep my commandments and what?
Live.
And die.
Live.
Survive.
Live.
To live. You understand? Keep the commandments and live. You understand? That's all the Most High God wants you to do. This is not something that he's negotiating with you. You understand? This is not something he's negotiating with you. This ain't something that we can sit down and talk about it. You know, this is an order. This is what he's telling you to do. Keep his words. Let his words lay in you. Let his commandments lay in you. You understand why? So you can live. The rules that he's laying out for us benefit us. Why wouldn't we want to listen? Why wouldn't we want to be obedient? Why wouldn't we want to listen and take heed and follow when everything that's laid out is for our benefit?
Right.
I mean, damn, the Most High God loved us more than we even love ourselves.
Right.
You understand? I mean, that's a good parent.
Right.
That's a good parent. That's an excellent parent. Just by his ways, that lays out the blueprint of how we should be parents. We lay rules out for our children because we love our children more than they love themselves at the moment.
Right.
They may not even understand why they have these rules. May not understand why they should do something or should not do something. They don't understand it until they continue to follow and get older and get wiser as we raise them up in this truth to say, you know what? Now I see what my father meant. Now I know what my mother meant. Now I understand what my older brother meant, my uncle. Now I see it now. I see it now. I'm glad I listened and continued to follow the rules. Right. So now I see it as a man or as a grown woman. Now I see it. And that's the same way we should be towards the Most High God, to follow his rules, whether we understand them or not. You understand? You know that old saying, don't do what I do what I say.
Right.
You understand? And that's what we should do. Follow the Most High God by keeping his commandments, showing him that I love you, I respect you, I trust you. And I want to listen to everything you say. I want to follow what you say, because I know at the end of the road, it benefits me, and that's all you want from me.
Right.
You want me to love me, and loving me is showing my love for you. You understand? Keep reading.
Come on, God. And my law as the apple of thine eye.
Now keep the law as the apple of eye. What is the apple? You ever see a beautiful, beautiful woman? Or maybe a sister, you've seen a beautiful man or attractive man or whatever, or your child, your firstborn child, or your fourth or fifth born child. You know, this is the apple of your eye. You're proud of it.
Right.
You know, you're proud of it. You just sit there and just stare at it sometimes and just say, damn, looking at how beautiful this is shows me how God must be real. Only God can make something this beautiful.
Right.
Only God can make something this elegant, you know what I'm saying, and this tender and delicate and precious. You understand? Only God can do that. You understand? Maybe some brothers haven't experienced, but there's a sister out there somewhere that you're going to say God had to make her.
Right.
Had to. And vice versa for a sister. That's how the Most High God wants you to look at his laws. You understand? So they be the apple of your eye. You understand? And this is, like I said, once again, this is all to benefit God's chosen people, who are the Israelites. Who are the Israelites? According to the scriptures, the so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans. You understand? The so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans. How do we know them? Through the prophecies, through the curses, and so forth and so on. You understand? It's all to benefit us. It's all to help us. You understand? I mean, damn. There's no. We should be happy, no matter the hard times or not. We should be happy.
Right.
How the Most High God chose us to do this, chose us to allow us in His house and be His children. You understand? To follow Him, to be there. I mean, it's just amazing. Sometimes you got to sit and think. Even though I'm going through hell,
right?
Even though I'm going through hell, there's a higher power who controls how the sun rises and how the sun sets. Who controls how the ocean goes to the beach and goes back out to the ocean. It has that much power to stop the water from flooding the land.
Right.
Who can create earthquakes and tornadoes. You understand? Who keeps the wind underneath the wings of a bird. You understand? That God chose us to be his children. Right. I mean, damn, I'm going to follow his rules.
Right. I'm
going to follow his rules. I think I stand a chance if I could just follow his rules. You understand? It sounds like a win-win situation to me.
That's right.
I'm not a gambling man, but I will put my life on the line for serving the Most High God. I think I'm going to come out on top. You understand? Whether I lose my physical appearance, I know my spirit and my soul is intact if I'm showing my love for the Most High God by following his commandments and being obedient. You understand? Women don't like the word, some women don't like the word submissive.
Right.
And well, if I'm submissive, my man better be submissive. Well, listen, dummy, your man is submissive to the Most High God. We're very submissive in the UPK to the Most High God. We follow his rules. We're obedient. We listen. We shut up and stand still and follow directions. Why? Because it's all to benefit us.
Right.
You understand? Let's drop that real quick and let's go. Matter of fact, hold on one second. Let me see. You know what? We're going to drop it. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus real quick. We're going to go to Ecclesiasticus, which is in the Old Testament, and which is the Apocrypha. Apocrypha is a part of the Old Testament. UPK would like to say in the Old Testament. For those who may not understand, it's in the Apocrypha, which is the 14 books taken out of the Bible from the Roman Catholic Church. Why? Because they hate to see loud Black, Latinos, and Native Americans who are willing to rebel and fight for our laws and our lives. They rather be submissive and weak and high and drunk and stupid, as opposed to be strong, obedient, valiant men and women who obey the Most High God and whose strength comes from heaven, and that's it. You understand? So they remove these books to keep you soft. You understand what I'm saying? So let's start. Let's see. Let's start at verse 18.
Come on,
tell them where you at.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 19, verse 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him.
Yes, and that is the first step, to fear the Lord. Now, what does that mean? To fear the Lord. You know, that doesn't mean you're going to go in a corner, curl up in the fetal position, and shake and shiver and all that. That doesn't mean that. This fear means to have the utmost respect. The same way you fear your mother, even though she's 5'1" and can't hurt you physically, probably, or any of your grandmother, whoever it is in your life that you fear, and you know they can't harm you physically, but you fear letting them down. You fear disappointing them. You fear embarrassing them. You fear having a horrible reputation. So when someone goes out and say, you know, her son ain't nothing, her daughter ain't nothing, you fear the embarrassment that they may face for you being wicked and nasty.
Right.
Now we should have that same fear for the Most High God. When someone sees us, they should know, they should say, damn, this person really is serving God. Maybe I should try to serve God. Look how they acted. Look how they carry themselves. God sure raised them correctly. God sure raised them with manners, raised them to be obedient. You understand? Raised them to have some class. You understand? Make them a proud parent by keeping that fear, that utmost respect for him. How do you do that? Being obedient, following his laws, his statutes, his commandments, taking his orders. Not get an order from the Most High God and say, well, I think we should go, and I think we should. Nobody asked what you thought. Say, kind of the one kind and get it done. You understand? If the Most High God needed our opinion, then we would be equal to him. But we're not. So our opinions don't count. Do what you're told to do. You understand? And keep your opinions to yourself. Follow the order. Be obedient. Be submissive to the Most High God. Let's read that again real quick.
Verse 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him. And wisdom obtaineth his love.
You understand? And if you have wisdom, you obtain his love. Like we read previously. You keep his words, and you lay those commandments up inside of you. Inside of your spirit. Let it be branded into your heart and your mind and saturate your soul. You understand? If you're wise, you're going to hold on. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. To his love. Go ahead.
Verse 19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
And that is the doctrine of life. You understand? The knowledge of the commandments. To know the commandments, to understand the commandments, to follow the commandments, the knowledge of the commandments. You understand? This is what we have to do and have to display and act out on so we can prove to the Most High God. The scripture said, prove all things. If you love God, then be obedient. If you love God, then listen. If you love God, you follow his rules. You do your chores. You understand? That's how you serve the Most High God. That's how you show I love you. Anybody can say that. I love you. Love is an action word. It's not an emotional word.
Right.
It's action. It means something. That's it. You got to show it. Because if you love something, you're willing to sacrifice anything to get it.
Right.
And sacrifice anything for it. So it's okay to sacrifice your lust. Sacrifice your greed. Sacrifice your jealousy and your want to have power and to be on top when you know you don't deserve it and you're not qualified for it. You understand? Put away your wants and needs and serve the Most High God and do his wants and his needs. And you'll get exactly what you'll have exactly what is needed for you to conquer and to be in power. Long-term power. You understand? Keep going.
And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
You understand? You're going to receive. Do you hear what he just said? Do you see what it is to be immortal? Don't that mean live forever?
Right.
This ain't mortal combat. This is immortal combat. Live forever.
Right.
Just to obey the Most High God. Just from obeying the Most High God. Read that part again. And they
that do, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
You understand? You'll receive the fruit of living forever if you obey the Most High God. It says it in the scriptures.
Right.
This is not a novel. This is not a comic book. This ain't a journal. This is words inspired by the Most High God that are here thousands of years later for you and I. And if you want to live forever, you can eat all the protein you want. You can work out. You can have a 6-pack, 12-pack, a 24-pack, muscles bulging out of your eardrums. You can do all of that. But if you want to live forever, obey the Most High God.
Right.
That's what it says here. You understand? I hear, if you go on the streets, you hear a lot of people talking about, I can whoop somebody's, I can do this. Right. I know Kung Fu. Well, guess what? I serve a God that says I can live forever. How can you beat me?
Right.
How can you beat that? When you can live forever by listening to your Father. Keep reading.
God, verse 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom. And in all wisdom is the performance of the Lord.
And that's wisdom. You know what I'm saying? The performance of the law. Like I said, love is an action word. It ain't how you feel. You care about your feelings. Feelings ain't facts. It says the performance. You gotta act it out. You gotta say it and do it. Let your yays be yays and your nays be nays. You can talk all you want, but it's your performance. Thus says the scriptures. It says it right here. Keep reading.
And the knowledge of his omnipotency.
You understand? Read it one more time. And the knowledge of what?
And the knowledge of his omnipotency.
Yeah, the knowledge of his omnipotency. Some of you might say, what's omnipotency? What does that mean? Go pull it up in the dictionary real quick. What omnipotency means. You understand? Now, Salakia. I'm sorry, brother. I'll call you right back. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Shalom, Chris. You understand? Let's see what the knowledge of his omnipotency means. Let's see what omnipotent means. We know what omnipresence is. Omnipresence is you're everywhere. Let's see what omnipotence. Let's see what omnipotence means. I like to pronounce omnipotent. Let's see how ghetto I am. Omnipotence.
Omnipotence.
Yeah.
Omnipotence. Having unlimited power.
Having what?
Unlimited power.
Having unlimited power. Now read that again.
Come on, God.
And we'll start from in all.
And in all wisdom is the performance of the law.
Now, in all wisdom, you perform the law. Go ahead.
And the knowledge of his
omnipotence.
Omnipotence.
Now, the knowledge of his omnipotence is what? Having unlimited power. You understand? The knowledge of his unlimited power. The Most High God has unlimited power. Why wouldn't you want to obey him? Why wouldn't you want to listen to him? He just said, for performing his law, keeping his law, laying the law up inside of you, you can eat from the fruit of everlasting life. You can live forever. As long as you know that the Most High God has unlimited power. He's the Don of Dons, the boss of bosses, the God of gods. You understand? He stands alone. That's why he's a jealous God, because no one can top him. He's the top shotter. You understand?
Right.
And we are his children. I mean, don't that make you feel good? In the midst of hell, to know that you serve a God that loves you more than you love yourself, and he has unlimited power? I mean, damn, what else has to transpire for you to listen to the Most High God? Well, this is how you love him. By being obedient to him.
Right.
By fearing him. By representing him by your performance. And being knowledgeable and faithful enough to know he has unlimited power. You understand? We're going to take a quick break real quick. Just throw in a tune real quick for the brothers and sisters. Please hit the like button, comment. You know what I'm saying? Please share the content. We're going to push this out to the world and let all the Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans know that are struggling right now, to the sick and the suffering that's out there. Let them to serve the Most High God. With that, we'll be right back. You muted up?
Yeah. On 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man, busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I get it, nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real, I got rigor soldiers, kill folk, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin, no kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep the features, me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the feel like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these Jimmy swings, coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, this even start. So with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. UPK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that eco line to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in that
I'm signing Christ. I'm signing Christ. I see you got me up on this the close screen, huh? All right. I'm signing Christ. Okay, let me just put that to the side. I am old school. Okay. Sound is to Rob. The sound is to Rob. All right, let's go to this Facebook thing. Okay. Almost on Christ. Get it. All right, we'll sign Christ, my own person, which is right here. All right. Shalom, Yahbashim Yashar Rakatat to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Atam Bashim Yashar to the sisters. I'm preaching officer Paratazar out in Yonkers, New York, and this is the Israelite School of University Practical Knowledge. Start off with 1 West 122 New York underneath Commander Junior Honor. It says 1969, we've been teaching so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are God's chosen people. First of all, you know what I'm saying? I like to say the water to priest and officer of 5,000, Shalaya Allah for holding me down. When I'm doing, you know what I'm doing the Lord's work for the school. The water, I truly appreciate that, sir. You know what I'm saying? Hardcore. Most sign Christ, hardcore. For right now, you know what I'm saying? Right now, for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, like the Ada one says, you know what I'm saying? A priest and officer of 5,000, Shalaya Allah was bringing out what love is. Love is a fight. Love is an action word. The title of the class is Israelites, God's people. Israelites, God's people. Think about what the title just said. Guess who wants you to forget about the Israelites? Our oppressor wants us to forget about who the Israelites are. Our oppressor, you know what I'm saying, think everybody can become Israelites now. That's not what the Bible says. Donald Trump wants you to forget about the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Now he became God's people. How is that possible? How is that possible? You know what I'm saying? Then you got the people who got the little curly fries on the side that wear the little beanie hats. They want to make, you know, they don't even utter the word Israelites. They always say Jewish.
Right.
We the one brought up, you know what I'm saying? The ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, brought up, you know what I'm saying, Israelites. Nobody wasn't talking like that, priest.
Right.
Nobody said the Most High. That was the Israelites. Nobody said Northern Kingdom. That was the Israelites. Nobody said Southern Kingdom. That was the Israelites. You notice that people's talking like that now?
Right.
That's from us. We're the one that said Jesus Christ is a black man, dark-skinned man. We the one who said that. What year do you realize that Jesus Christ wasn't white? Then you have our oppressor. Old American. Old male American, an old man. When he was a kid, he got taught Jesus Christ was white. He didn't even fight against that. He didn't fight against that. He think he's an Israelite.
Right.
Who taught him that? The year that he found out Jesus Christ wasn't white, why he didn't go to his people and say, you have been lying to me? Why he didn't go to his father and say, you have been lying to me? Why this white man did not go to his community and say, y'all was lying to me? And the same oppressor is celebrating Christmas. Why is blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians celebrating Christmas? For what reason? What morality, what history that blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, why are they celebrating Christmas for what? Did that came out of their culture? Did chopping down a tree and decorating with silver and gold, did that come out of your culture? Or it came out of the culture of the people who stopped your head in? Israelites, God's people. This is the love of God. Do you know how to love God? I hear a lot of people talking about they know how to love God. We don't even know how we know how to love God from our oppressor. The slave master taught us how to love God. Al Sharpton, T.D. Jakes. Did George Washington teach you how to love God? Did America teach you how to love God? That's the reason why they talking like Americans, huh? This is what's going on. Baba Gashar. Let's go with let's start off with this. Go to Romans 15:4. Let's start off with that. Usually I start off with the Old Testament, but let me start off with the New Testament, then I'm gonna go to the Old Testament. Baba Gashar. You know what I mean? We're gonna go to Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Let's go, you know what I mean? Let's go here. Let's go to this New Testament thing. This New Testament, because that's what Christianity always talking about. Oh, that's the Old Testament. Let's go, you know what I mean? The New Testament. Okay, let's go to the New. Let's go to Romans. Let's go to what Paul written to his brothers and sisters who was Israelite in Rome, who was acting like a Roman. Let's read that letter that Paul wrote to his brothers and sisters who's acting like a Roman. Go ahead, Bobby Shaw, and blow the water for that.
Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Oh, wait, hold up. Now, you know the Christianity, you know what I'm saying? They you know what I'm saying? Christianity is an organized lie. You understand that, priest?
Right.
Organized lie. So right here in Romans chapter 15, verse 4, it said, what it says right here, for whatsoever things was written aforetime was written for our learning. What was the aforetime? Right? Hold on. Paul was an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin, right? What aforetime is Paul talking about? What was the things that was written down? The Torah and the Tanakh. That was going on. He wrote this to his brothers and sisters and said, for whatsoever things was written aforetime was written for our learning. That means you gotta go to that Tanakh. You gotta read those scriptures, because there wasn't no Roman book from Paul. It was the Tanakh in the Torah. That's the aforetime. That we, you know what I'm saying, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. He says, you got, you know what I'm saying, might have hope, which means that your loyalty. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to be loyal to the scriptures. I'm going to be loyal to what was written before time was written for my learning. I'm going to be loyal to that, and I'm going to have the hope. This is what's going on, blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians. Salaki, I like to say shalom to Jerry Holloway. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Jerry Holloway? No doubt. The water for watching. I appreciate that. So what was the foretime? That means that we have to learn something in the Torah, in the Tanakh. We have to learn something. Because that's what Paul written to his brothers and sisters in Rome. Was the, you know what I'm saying? Was the ethnic Romans? Was they, you know what I'm saying? How he was talking to like another ethnic group. Think about what I'm saying right now. How Paul is talking to another ethnic group and telling them about things that was written in foretime. Who foretime that he's talking about? Is he talking about the Romans foretime? The Greeks foretime? The Moabite foretime? The Ammonite foretime? The Ishmaelite foretime? What foretime is Paul talking about? He's talking about God's people.
Right.
He's talking about Israelites. He's talking, you know what I'm saying? He's talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians with Negro and indigenous descent. That's what he's talking about. And he's telling them, you know what I'm saying? And he's reminding them, go back to that foretime. Go back to that foretime. And let's read some of that foretime, please.
Come on,
go to Baruch 3 and 35. Let's go to Baruch chapter 3, verse 35. And then you already know what's up. You already know where you're going. Also, I am Christ. Let's read that foretime. Because blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians don't, you know what I mean? We don't know. That's the reason why we celebrate Christmas.
So you said Baruch
chapter 3, verse 35.
Chapter 3, verse 35?
Yes, that's what I have.
Come on, card.
Yeah, that's it right. That's it right there.
Baruch, chapter 3 and verse
35, right there.
35. This is our God, and there shall none other be accounted of his Slack.
Go ahead, take your time.
Baruch chapter 3, verse 35. This is our God, and there shall none other be accounted of in comparison of him. Verse 36. He hath found out all the way of knowledge, and hath given it unto Jacob, his servant, and to Israel, his beloved.
Oh, wait, hold up. Listen to that foretime right there. Listen to that foretime. Start from the top. Start from 35 again.
Verse 35. This is our God.
This is what?
Our God.
Israelites. Say that again.
Our God.
This is our God. Possessive. Nobody. This is not the Egyptians' God. This is not the Ishmaelite God. This is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But who told us that the God of the Bible is for everybody? It's only for the Israelites. For the Israelites. Because we take on the responsibility of the covenant. How come nobody want to take the responsibility? How come Joe Biden don't want the, you know what I mean? Donald Trump don't want the responsibility of the covenant of God? You see these, you know what I'm saying? You see these I don't think I can say it anymore. Snow roaches. I don't know how they call these pork backs, swine backs.
Pink toes.
That's something else.
That's Commander General Harris.
I know. I used to say that all the time too. Because you know we're in that era. I know about that. Them pink toes. They tell my brother to stay away from those pink toes.
Right.
Yo, you know how many times I told my brother to stay away from the pink toes? Dirty feet. Oh. And I quote, my niece. Oh, I love my niece. I love my niece. You know what my niece says? You know what I mean? She been watching me. She been watching me. She was, yo, this is her saying. You get out of my face, you dirty feet white girl. Because they walk around with no shoes on in the club. Those are the number one whores of the earth. You understand that, right?
That's right.
The white woman is the devil, what the Bible speaks of.
What?
That's what's going on. So it says it right here. This is our God, Israelites, and there shall none other. What's the name? And there shall none other be accounted of in comparison. Bob Gashar, look up that word comparison.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a strong word right there. That's a strong word. You know what I mean? Because we're not talking about this God right here. This is the Israelite God. But the Christmas God try to compete with this God. Ooh, if you haven't known it.
Comparison, a consideration or estimate of the similarities or dissimilarities between two things or people.
Oh, it says it right there. It says, and there shall none other be accounted of and equal. There's no, you know what I mean? There's no equal to my God, to our God, to the Israelite God. There's no equal at all. There's no equal. This is what they're saying. This is a foretime. Remember what Paul said? What was written the foretime was written for our learning. This is our learning right here in Baruch chapter 3, verse 35. Our God don't have no comparison. There's no equal to our God.
Right.
It's only for blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians. It's for the Puerto Rican God. I'm only talking about the Puerto Rican God. You know that, right? I'm only talking about the Venezuelan God. I'm only talking about the Haitian God. I'm only talking about, the Jamaican God. I'm only talking about the North American Indian God. I'm only talking about the Argentinian and Chile God.
Right.
I'm only talking about their God. I'm not talking about American God.
Right.
I'm not talking about American God. I'm not talking about Joe Biden's God. I'm not talking about the Pope's God. I'm not talking, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about Donald, you know what I mean? Donald Trump or George Washington God. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what? The Israelites' God. And there's no comparison. Let me see more. Verse 30, verse 36. He have found out, you know what I mean? And this is no comparison. He have found out all the ways of knowledge. Who is the he? Who is the he? He have found out all the way of the knowledge. Anybody in the chat? How many people got in the chat? 3? All right, it's all good. And just remember, people that's on that's watching on Facebook, you can participate too. So go to Baruch, which in the Apocrypha, Baruch chapter 3, verse 35. Chapter 3, verse 35. If you get a 1611 King James Bible, this book was in between the Old Testament and the New Testament. This is the history of the Israelites. Right in the middle. So don't let nobody tell you differently. Don't let nobody tell you differently. Blow it up, Papa Kashu. So if you don't know who he is the Most High God, have found out all the ways, all the way of knowledge, and have given this holy knowledge, the scriptures of the Bible, the knowledge of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Look, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm getting at, right, Briggs?
God.
This knowledge was handed down to only one nation of people. And our oppressor want us to forget about that nation of people. And who that nation of people is? Mexicans. Who that nation of people of this, you know what I'm saying, was given down to? Argentinians, Brazilians, Dominicans. This is our God. And have given it unto Jacob, his servant. There wasn't no other servants out there when Jacob was on the scene. Jacob was his servant. Jacob is the chosen seed. And look, check it out. And to Israel, his beloved. Israel, who beloved? When it said, in Israel, his beloved, who's the his and who's the beloved? His mean the Most High God. The beloved is who? Israel. The seed of Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the seed.
Right.
We have to learn about the love of God. We have to learn it. We have to learn it. So I do, priest. Bob Gashar. Let's go to pull up Bob Gashar. Pull up Amos. Amos, hold up. Amos chapter 3, I think it's verse 2, if I'm not mistaken. My notes out. Go to Amos. Yeah, there we go, right there. Beautiful. Yeah, there you go, right there. You can read that anytime.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
O children of everybody. Say that again.
O children of Israel.
O children of Israel. Yasha Allah. Read on.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
Hold on. I brought you out of your captivity. I took you out of that. You getting your goddamn teeth kicked in. I remember the covenant that I promised to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I remember that. Israel. This is our brother, you know what I mean? Amos. He's reminding his brothers and sisters about who they are, how they're supposed to act, how they're supposed to love God.
Right.
Read on.
Come on, God, verse 2. You only have I known.
Say that again.
You only have I known.
Say that once again, please, Papa Shaw.
You only have I known.
The God of the Bible only know so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians with Negro and indigenous descent that was scattered abroad. The Most High God only know us. You only have I known. I'm the one who took you out of captivity. I'm the one who gave you Passover. I gave it to you. I gave you, you know what I'm saying? I gave you the Day of Atonement. I gave you the memorial blowing up the trumpets. I didn't give you no goddamn Christmas. This other God gave you Christmas. And you want to follow that God? You want to follow the God of, you know what I'm saying? You want to follow the God of Thanksgiving? You want to follow the God that, you want to follow the God of, I can eat shrimp, crab, and lobster and pork? You want to serve that God, huh? You want to serve the God of, you could get high, huh? You can smoke all your weed, huh? You want to bend the knee, huh? You want to serve that God, huh? You want to serve the God of your children of birthdays, huh? You only have I known Israelites. You only have I known Mexicans. You only have I known Dominicans. You only have I known Venezuelans and Cubans. You only have I known. I don't know anybody else but you. Puerto Ricans. I only know you. I don't know nobody else. I know you. And you still going to believe in the people who put you in slavery, huh? You going to believe in the Catholic Church, huh? Puerto Rico. You going to believe, you know what I'm saying, in the Christian church, huh? Venezuelans. You're going to believe in making let's make the race better. What it called? Oh man. Maharara Rasa. You know what that means? Maharara Rasa? This is our brothers that's stuck on, that's, you know what I mean, that have a hatred towards dark-skinned people, and says, you know what? It says, increase the race. Let your kids look like a white man. Oh. Do not bring home somebody who's dark like you. You better bring home somebody lighter. Who taught them that? Your slave master taught that. The same way that our slave master taught about, you know what I'm saying, the light-skinned girls is always better. You only have I known, Israelites. We don't.
God. You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
We don't.
Therefore, I will punish you.
Oh, wait. We'll say that. What the Most High God said?
Therefore, I will punish you.
Now you're going to say, now you hate your dark skin, Israelites. You hate your dark skin, huh? Israel coming all shapes and sizes and all colors. There's no colorism over here. But why are you bringing colorism in an Israelite group, in an Israelite family? Because your slave master says, oh, I'm going to treat the dark skin better than I treat the light skin. That's what he said, priest.
Right.
That's what he said. I'm going to treat the light skin better than the dark skin. I'm going to have the Mexicans infighting. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the North American Indians infighting. Then I'm going to gobble every goddamn thing up. Tell me if it didn't happen.
Right.
Oh, it happened. And this is the reason why, because we forgot about the love of God. We forgot about the law, statute, command. You know, I'm only talking about the law. I'm only talking about the law. Read on, please.
God. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Say that again.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Oh, you saying make the race better? So somebody will have a white skin? I'm going to punish you for that.
Mm.
That's what I'm going to do. You talk like an Edomite. Why are you talking like an Edomite and you are Mexican? Why are you saying Cubans for Donald Trump? Why are you talking like an honorary oppressor? Why are you talking like that? You don't know. You forgot about the love of me. That's what the Most High God said. I brought priests and the prophets of the Lord to you, and you still go up against it. They're teaching you about love. They're showing you what love is, because you learn love from, you know what I'm saying, somebody who want to have sex with dogs. You want to learn love when a man said a man and a man can get married. A woman and a woman can get married. You want to learn love from these people? When did we got stuck on that, Israelites? God's chosen. It says right here. We got Amos chapter 3, verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Iniquities mean sin. Sin. Israelites. The Most High God only knows us. Is that a bad thing, priest? I'm talking about in general. You know what I mean? We are God's chosen.
Right.
We should stick the goddamn chest out and say, I am God's chosen people. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Here is scattered abroad is God's chosen people. We coming back to the Lord's statute commandments. We coming back to the Most High God, our power. We coming back to this because our forefathers done fail.
Right.
So we're going to change the game, brothers and sisters. That's what we're going to do. Because what was written in foretime was written for our learning.
Right.
That's what Paul said in the what? In the so-called New Testament, right? I'm reading the foretime right now. That's what I'm reading. Ask any Christian church, you know what I'm saying, to pull up Romans chapter 15, verse 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Romans chapter 15, verse 4, and ask them, what was foretime? What was foretime? What does Paul mean about foretime? Paul was talking about how to love our God. That's what Paul was reminding us how to love the Israelite God. He wasn't talking to other nations, because it says it right there. You only have I known. Of all the families of the earth. The Amos said that, or the Most High God told Amos, the priest and the prophet of the Lord, to say that to his people. You see what I'm getting at, priest?
That's right.
I guess Amos read the scripture. He knows that. He read Deuteronomy.
Right.
Am I right?
Right.
He grew up on Deuteronomy. Am I right?
Right.
He grew up on the history that the Most High God took us out of Egypt. He knew that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
he had to remind his people who we are. See that? Don't you know that all the prophets was doing nothing but to remind the people, remind the Israelites who they are? You know, that's what we do on the streets all the goddamn time.
Right.
To remind who we are. That's the reason why in the Bible says there's nothing new underneath the sun. We put it in a different way to remind our people, but it's a reminder to let them know that you God's chosen, man. You can't sell drugs. You God's chosen, sister. You can't whore out yourself. You God's chosen. You know, yo, priest. You know what I said? I said to my sister, man. You know what I'm saying? God bless her soul. Her husband and my sister. You know what I said to them? I said, hold up, did I collect that diary? I said that to her husband, right? My sister's husband. I'm like, yo, did I collect that diary? Because you know I'm over all the women that's in this family. I got to pay this diary. You know what I mean? My sister's a hardcore sister. You know what I'm saying? Even though she's not in the truth, she's hardcore. I'm trying to pull her into the truth. You know, you understand what I'm saying, right? Both of them. But I'm like, yo, man, you got to pay that money. Look at her. Look at the things she's doing. Look at the things that you know what I mean? Y'all been together for years. You understand? I think it's about time for you to pay up. You got to pay that money. You could pay me in installments. But do you understand where I'm coming from? Because I'm in the truth. And you know what? Her husband and my sister thought about what I just said. You see what I'm saying? Because I put him on a royalty stand. You see what I'm saying? I put him on a platform. Do she deserve it? You know what he had to say? Yes. That's what it is. I'm looking out for her well-being. Is that wrong? He said, hell goddamn no. You see what I'm getting at? What was written aforetime was written for our learning. This is the love of God. This is what we do. Then you have people who don't understand that concept. Then you have people who would say, can I interview the sisters who's in the school? See how disgusting that is?
Right.
And when we say no, you have a goddamn problem. But you want your daughter to F you know what I mean? To F everybody out there without you meeting the man that she want to be with. You know who I'm talking about, right? You know who I'm talking about. We got laws in here.
Right.
We got statutes, we got commandments. We are, you know what I'm saying? Yasha Allah, we are Qadash, we are a holy nation of people. That's what we are. We have a standard. And we're going to teach so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indian the standard. Then we take over. You see what I'm saying, Bruce? Then we take over. Once we learn the standard, we take over, and we didn't shoot one gun. We just took over because we love the Lord. We took over because we feared the Lord of our God. Because we took over because we remember the knowledge of how to love our God. Look at you. Drop that Baba Kashar. And let's go to Second John chapter 1 verse 6.
Oh God.
Let's go to 2 John chapter 1 verse 6. Baba Kashar.
Second John chapter 1 verse 6. This is love.
Say that again.
This is love.
Say that once again, please.
This is love.
This is love. We ain't gonna have no, you know what I'm saying? No American definition of love. We're not gonna have love coming out of the Christian church, the Catholic Church, the Muslim mind. They don't know what love is. They don't know what love is. The priest and the prophet of ISUPK, we know what love is. Bob Gashar, I have something for that too. We know what love is. It says it right here. 2 John chapter 6. 2 John 1 and 6. This is love, that we walk after his commandments. That we walk after his commandments. Who's the his, huh? Anybody in the chat know that? We got Facebook in the house. Who's the his? I want everybody to go to 2 John chapter 1 verse 6. Who is the his? So it's no longer right. You didn't take that stuff. Who's the his? We have to know who the his is, because our oppressors, these pigbacks, you know what I mean? These snow roaches, you know what I'm saying? These people who look like semen. So disgusting. They are so disgusting. The white woman is the devil, what the Bible speaks of. I'm going after that. I'm going after that cave dweller, that troglodyte, dirty feet girl. I'm going after her. Those pigtails. Somebody need to chop it off. But she end up eating it because that's how disgusting she is. Pigback. Oh, she's such a pigback, a swan, an unclean spirit. And you want to celebrate that woman's holiday that called Christmas. How we got caught up? Is that the love of God? Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians? This swine eater? You know what I mean? This person that walked around with Donald Trump on her arm? You want to celebrate her holiday, because right now, that's what she's doing right now. Cracking all the eggnog, priest. She cracking all the eggnog. She got the Luther Vandross playing. This cave dweller got all the Luther Vandross. She loved Luther Vandross. Or the Christmas songs. Well, Bob Gashar, can you read? Go ahead.
Hey,
Yeah.
First of all, Shalom, Yahweh Shemel.
Shalom.
To that. Hey, listen, right? So I just came from doing laundry. Happy to be over here with also we we dropped in Seattle. I'm at the laundromat, and they playing the Christmas jolly songs that I want to throw up in the laundromat. I want to throw up in the laundromat. They're playing the music, and this white woman, this sea roach. I like that white roaches. I like that. That was a good one, right? She came.
Snow roaches.
Snow roaches. I like it. Snow roaches is a good one.
Pigback.
So she came and said, all the festivities and all the holidays, and I said, I don't celebrate that. She said, oh my God, why? And she did the distraught white woman on me, and I was like, I don't understand. Why are you so distraught that I don't celebrate these holidays?
Right.
And it's sad, because it's like we gotta be forced to do it.
Right.
They want to force our children in the school systems to celebrate this disgustingness. And being an Israelite, I love that we don't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, your priest. This piece of right there if you're hungry. Right in the box. Yeah, it is in the box right there. Yeah, and you're right, because they said it to me, and I learned it, you know what I mean? We've been in the truth for a minute, so I'll be like,
Oh, you just do it.
I do. I'm on I look at them and say, Then they understand. You see me? But you gotta realize, I stopped. You know what I mean? I stopped doing this in 2004. You know what I mean? Right. So everybody in my family know that. I used to yo Baraka for the ISUPK because I used to have to chill in my car when they celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving. I used to be in the car. I have no place to go. This is when I was a black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blackity black. I was that guy, and I knew something was wrong. You gotta realize, this is I'm gonna tell you before I gotta tell you this story. Yeah. I you know what I mean? I wasn't down with the Bible, but I was down with the Lord's statutes and commandments. Right. So I'm gonna bag one of these ISUPK girls. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do that. Respect that gangster. Because I already get down like that. Right. I just don't. I'm like, damn, man, we just got to change the characters in this Bible because I'm thinking about they white people. I'm like, if we change them to black people, it's all good. This was my mind state. And I'm like, then I would be good. I have no problem celebrating. You know what I mean? Celebrate. It's there. You know what I mean? That's the holiday. We have to come up with a holiday. We got to write our own Bible. I was like that. But I was a blackity black, and I was like, there's no reason for me to get a lineup.
Oh, the man's back there hanging up on the noose.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to happen. But more to the story. Baba Gashar, read 6 again.
So verse 6. Mm-hmm. And this is the love that we walk after his commandments.
So right here, this is 1 John chapter 2 John chapter 1 verse 6. That we walk after his commandment. Walking is an action word. You know what I mean? Who is the his? This is when you gotta tell these Christian churches, these Catholic church, you have to understand. You know what I mean? When you pull scriptures like this, you have that. Who commandments is this? What commandment? Who is the his in this? We have to walk after his commandments. Read on.
Our God.
This is
the commandment that as he had heard from the beginning.
So check this out. It says that this is the commandments that as ye heard from who heard it from the beginning? Who? That's what you got to think about. Who heard it from the beginning? And for time's sake, guess who heard it from the beginning? That chosen seed line. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's that chosen seed line. And Jacob's name would change to who? Yasharallah. Then it went to who? The 12 tribes of Israel. That was those people right there. That was the love. This is the love of God. This is the love of God right here. This is what we teach, the love of God. You gotta understand. We break it down line by line. Understand who was, you know what I'm saying, who was the people who was this talking to? Who was the audience? Read on.
Oh God. That as he heard from the beginning, he shall walk in it.
Say that again.
That as he heard from the beginning, he shall walk in it.
So why our mothers is still asking, can you fry up some fat back? Then you ask her, your mom, you believe in God, right? She was like, yes. You know, you're a God-fearing woman? Yes, I am. You know, in the scriptures, we're not allowed to eat pork. So you got to stop eating that fat back. I'm going to get you. A week later, you know what I mean? A week later, after when you told your mother this, you told your mother that you're a priest and a prophet of the Lord. You know what I mean? You're a priest. You don't eat those things. I'm not going to serve you those things. A week later, she asks you, can you cook us some fat back? Go ahead, please.
So if I may, because they tell you, if you pray over it, I just had this conversation, sir. If you pray over it, you can eat whatever you like. I said, that's not true.
The white woman is the devil, what the Bible speaks.
Gotcha.
For saying so. Matter of fact, let's go. Yo, priest. Matter of fact, that's what you said. Let's go back to Romans chapter 15, verse 4, what I just pulled. Let's read that. Let's read that, Baba Gashar. When you get it, read it. I'm only reading about the law of God. Let's read that, Baba Gashar.
Romans chapter 15, verse 4.
Mm-hmm. Because he, you know what I'm saying, the priest said, priest officer Kashaka, you know, the priest and officer of 500 Kashaka wall said, yo, my mom said pray over it. My auntie said pray over it. The Christian church said pray over it. Then it's clean. What? What? Oh no, the Most High God is not playing that. He's even you. This is the love of God. Do you love God? So how that praying going to express love to an unclean animal? You gotta understand this. Israelites never consider pork is not food. Just keep it simple like that. Pork is not food. Crabs is not food. Shrimp is not food. Once we, you know what I mean? Once we understand it, it's not food. The same way that in America, dog is not food. But if you go to China, dog is food. Go ahead, please.
So if you go to the story of the prodigal son, he was about to starve to death, watching pigs eat instead of eating the pig. He was about to watch pigs eat instead of eating the pig. He was about to die. And then he thought to himself, let me go back to my father's house.
Let me go back to my father's house.
Okay.
And guess what? Guess who could eat pig? If they're gonna starve to death. Guess who could eat pig? Right, Bruce?
The snow roaches, sir.
No. Well, no, they're gonna eat anything. It doesn't matter if they could die or not. They're gonna do their numbers. But guess who's gonna eat pig? Something unclean. Okay.
Christians, sir.
Oh no, they're eating pig already.
Okay.
Guess who? When their life is on the line, guess who's gonna eat pig? Swine, unclean, something that's not food. Guess who's gonna eat that? You ready for this? Muslims. It's in their book.
Okay.
Oh.
If your life is on the line, you're allowed to eat pork. A sister in the Maccabees, her sons, great, please.
So her son's going to die like your brothers.
Go and unalive yourself. And guess what? Because we love the Lord so much. Bob Gashar, read the title of the class. Bob Gashar, just read the title of the class. Read the title.
Oh, God, Israelites, God, people. This is the love of God.
This is the love of God. I love my God so much, I'm not going to go up against what he said. Because it's an action. It's an action word. Prepare yourself for temptation because your life is on the line. Bend the knee. A little pork sandwich didn't hurt nobody. Bend the knee. I hear your stomach rumbling. Bend the knee. I got you, please. Bend the knee. You don't love God. You never did. And you end up bending the knee, and you're gonna pray over that pork chop. No, you're gonna pray over that Christmas ham. You're gonna pray over that Christmas ham. What did you do? You have bended the knee. You love the white man, these snow roaches, these cave dwellers. You know what I'm saying? Our oppressor, more than you love God. Who changed God? You know what I mean? Who you know what I'm saying? Who changed God law into a lie? That's what happened. Go back to that scripture, Bob Gashar. Go ahead and read that from the top.
Romans chapter 15, verse 4.
This is what Paul was talking to his brothers and sisters that was in Rome. This is a letter. So I want people to remember that. He reminded his brothers and sisters he's having law class. That's what he's doing. What we going on the streets? We go on the street to remind our people who we are. We God's people. We got to remind you of that because we have been crushed into goddamn powder. Our teeth have been kicked in. That's the reason why you celebrate Christmas. Because if your teeth wasn't kicked in, you would never celebrate Christmas. What moral compass come out of Christmas? What do you know what I mean? What is the tradition of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians? What is your history that you came up with Christmas? Nothing. But somebody kicked your goddamn teeth in to say you better celebrate Christmas. Read that, Bob Bishop.
God, this is Romans chapter 15, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
The foretime we read, you know what I'm saying, in the Old Testament. That was the foretime. That's the foretime. What was written, you know what I mean? We read foretime, read on.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
The scriptures who? You know what I mean? And like I said earlier, there ain't no Roman scriptures. There ain't no Catholic scriptures. It's the Israelite scriptures. Remember, this is our Constitution right here. The Lord's statute commandments only written to one nation of people, period. Somebody pick that goddamn book up and say they part of it. Well, how come nobody kicked your teeth in? That's what happened. Matter of fact, oh, okay. I got a couple more scriptures. I know that. I'm looking at the son. You know what I mean? He cracked the whip on me every time. He cracked the whip on me every goddamn time. But Baba Gashar, go to Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. Because for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, remember the title of this class. Israelites. I always put that in the title. God's people. I always put that in the title. The love of God. This is the love of God. We forgot about that. Love is an action word. You got it? All right, go ahead. Proverbs 8 and 13. 13. Oh, it jammed you up. All right. Oh, man. Usually you could go back. Yeah, you could go back then come back.
It's not good.
No, pull up a tab.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13.
Go on.
The fear of the Lord is to hate evil.
Say that again.
The fear of the Lord is to hate evil.
The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. Read on.
Pride and arrogancy and the evil way and the froward mouth do I hate.
Oh man. We see it all the time. Bob Gashar. Let me read that. Just pull that up and just let me read that. The water. It said, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil. You know what's the evil right now? Christmas trees. You know what's the evil right now? Selling drugs to your brothers and sisters. You know what's the evil right now? Thanksgiving. That's the evil right there. Because you don't fear the Lord. You don't fear our God. It says right here, pride. You see people puffed up. You know what I mean? They got the pride. They so proud of being wrong. You see, you know what I'm saying? You see a goddamn snow roach, a pigback picking up the Bible and think they are authority on it over the people of God, over the, you know what I'm saying? Over Yasta Allah. How is that goddamn possible? How the Pope is the authority on this Bible. Somebody pick up a constitution. You try to tell me the Chinese could pick up the American Constitution, be the authority on the American Constitution? China going to teach American about the American Constitution. So how can this goddamn disgusting, you know what I mean, disgusting pig, you know what I mean, this, oh man, oh, this, she's such a whore. Oh man, she's such a whore. White women is such a whore. Oh God. The creme of the creme. She's a creme of a creme whore. Oh, you're going to see him. You're going to see him on the trains, and our sisters are going to follow behind him. Disgusting. Says it right there. The pride and the arrogancy. Do you see with Cappy having these debates with people, with the people of the other hue? You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about skin tone. I'm talking about who they are. The arrogant. They so remember, they are organized lie. And it became the truth in 2025 and 2026. They are organized lie. Their lie became the truth. Their lie became the truth. Arrogance about their lie. Yes, we did it, but look at us now. I didn't do that. And you telling the truth, but you benefiting from that. So if you know what I mean? So if you feel, you know what I mean? If you understand compassion, you would give the people, you know what I mean? The people that you know what I mean, that your fathers and your forefathers kicked the teeth in, you would give them some help, some benefits, so they could build themselves up. And you would stay away from them so they could be able to heal themselves from you. Ain't nobody got counsel after slavery. That's the reason why we pack everything underneath a goddamn rug. We used to that. We don't want counsel. We got used to the trauma. The arrogant, and they arrogant in it, and the evil way, and the evil ways, and the forward mouth. You know what they forward mouth? We conquer you. What you gonna do about it? You had the goddamn Pope go to Canada. You had the goddamn Pope go to Canada to say sorry to the indigenous population what the Pope did to the indigenous population in Canada. The indigenous population said, hey, you owe us reparations. You know what the Pope in Canada said? We know about that. It was an unruly time. And we're very sorry about it. But what can you do about it? They brung it to the UN and say, Canada, I got you. And then this is my last thing. In Canada, they brought it to the UN. Remember, the indigenous population is right there in Canada. And you know what the UN said? Yes, we know about it, but what can you do about it? You don't got no protection. Ain't nobody forcing our hand. What can you do about it? You see how disgusting that is? These people don't have no empathy for nothing but for themselves. That's how the Jewish man and Donald Trump is brothers, because they are the same nation. Yeah, they are the same goddamn nation. That's what happened, because they take care of their own. And with that, I'm Preaching Officer Paratazar, you know what I'm saying, ISUPK, No Coward, Yonkers, New York, holding the class down, and the water to Preaching Officer Shalom, letting me do it. This is the ISUPK, the Israelite School of School Practical Knowledge, started for 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under under Commander Giuliani. And since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, Israelites, God's people. This is the love of God, that we follow His law, statute, commandments, and we could take over this entire goddamn place without shooting a goddamn gun, because we love God. And with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Priest and Officer 1000. Shalom.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10 means 10 in the Hebrew ma'ashwa. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, feeble offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, upcoming holy convocations, which will be Purim. Any ISUPK event, make sure you look on the back of your bulletin board for further updates, or go to isupk.com, which is our website. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, blue shirt, pants, headband, scarf, and with that, men of Israel are Mario, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to get one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Amadio, Barak, Yahweh, Shabbat. Yeah, your baton, which means hands down. Men of Israel, we're going to get one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Amadio, Barak, Yahweh, Shabbat. Yeah, your baton, which means hands down, classes.
You all right? I'm good. Want me to